Hi, I'm Jarad. Thanks very much for tuning in. I'm really pleased to be sharing a couple of poems with you as a part of the Queensland Poetry Festival's Panacea Poets program. I trust that you're all safe and well, and I hope that these poems provide a pleasant diversion in difficult times. Before I begin, I'd like to acknowledge the Yagra and Turrbal people, the traditional owners of the land on which I work and live. So I'm just going to share a couple of poems with you that have been published over the last 6 months or so. And up first is Travelling Companion, which Ella and Emily very kindly included in Stilt's journal last year. And it's an ekphrastic poem that was written in response to Paul Cadmus's 1931 portrait of his lover, Jerry. So, Travelling Companion after Paul Cadmus's Jerry. In Porto de Adrates we wake after the dark-haired fishermen reach the far side of the bay. A sponge bath over the basin, a shave. For hours we draw on cheap newsprint until the sun clears the mountains and the light shifts from Pinot Gris to buttermilk. Then we eat oranges and figs. For hours more we paint, oil on canvas, 2 easels facing away from each other on the small terrace. Before day fades, we walk the pie-crust beaches of little coves, slip out of our clothes and swim. Back at the pension, no carpet, only a charcoal stove. I nap in the echoes of the afternoon. Later, I see you've sketched me sleeping, my body reclining towards the horizon like a headland. I cook you tomatoes and eggs. When the lamp is lit, you read aloud to me from bed, while I make sketches for a painting I will begin tomorrow. My next poem is The Sportsman Hotel, 3 a.m., which Mindy very kindly included in Peril magazine around the middle of last year. The Sportsman Hotel, 3 a.m. The advantage of my position, he tells me, is that I can see every man is a vase to be filled. At this time of night I'll half listen to almost anyone. The crowd in the smoker's cage is dwindling down to dregs. To be a man is to scrutinize all men and then lie about it. While he talks, the beer in his glass, liquid in a vessel, effervesces, untended. The last 2 mask for masks lumber off together, stiff-hipped and necked. The men here are no different, except to each other they promise ascension. I watch the queen with a knife in her purse call it quits. Greek vase painters would sometimes include gibberish inscriptions beside the figures. Some say to dupe the ignorant. Others claim the vase painters themselves were illiterate. Tonight I'm inclined to blame the treacherous alphabet. I'm leaving. You're right, he says. Stay empty. Stay beautiful. And the last poem that I'm going to read is another kind of ekphrasis. It's called Water on Mars, and it's after the late 20th century American artist David Wojnarowicz, and Toby Fitch very kindly included it in Overland at the end of last year. Water on Mars, after David Wojnarowicz. The highway that arches from the Hudson River to your home planet is honest as a knife. I pull off and park in the shadow of a derelict warehouse. Meteorites glint at me as they cruise by in tight jeans and rolled sleeves. I sit in my car and enjoy the last minutes of unconfirmed life. A figure arrives, tall, the head of a dog, the body of a man, his teeth are bared. I follow him into the ruin where he disappears. The building gapes open to the cosmos. Towards the back rests a steam locomotive, black as a fusion crust. I read the pressure gauge, 2337, 2337. I sense the presence of men. I think I see Rimbaud behind a column, but it is only the moon. I climb the stairs to the second story. On the landing, a man is loitering, his whole body a question. The busted out windows have let in interplanetary debris like snow. I leave footprints as I search for your red dust glow. You are painting when I find you. You are painting water. You are not painting a representation of water. You are painting water into existence. First a stream and then a lake. I accept your invitation to bathe. I wash my face, my hands, my feet. When I am clean, we do the things with collars and hems and buttons with only our teeth. Together, we make an ancient shape. When we separate, you take a can of spray paint and stencil the symbol for house on my chest. Then, with a pen, you sketch flames engulfing it. From the flames, we light cigarettes, and I blow a chain of perfect red smoke rings, a trick I could never master back on Earth. Thank you very much.